everyone, welcome to History Ignited, the podcast that brings Billy Joel's song We Didn't Start the Fire to life, one spark at a time. I'm Caroline.
We're digging into the real history between each line in the song, from revolutions to rock stars and everything in between.
Hi all, I'm Amy.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Andrew. Today we're heading to Budapest, the capital of Hungary, for one of the most powerful uprisings of the Cold War. Brrr.
You might know the line, Budapest, Alabama, Khrushchev, Princess Great. But why was Budapest such a big deal?
Well, because in 1956, something amazing and heartbreaking happened there. Thousands of Hungarians stood up to the Soviet Union in a fight for freedom.
And it started with students. That makes it even more inspiring.
Yep. On October 23rd, 1956, college students in Budapest, Hungary, marched through the streets holding up signs, chanting and demanding freedom of speech, free elections, and an end to Soviet control.
But things got scary fast. The government's secret police opened fire on the crowd. Suddenly, this peaceful protest turned into a revolution.
That must have been so terrifying. Just students and then real fighting.
People tore down statues of Stalin, took over the radio, and even got Soviet troops to leave the city for a little while.
Wait, they made the Soviet army leave? That's really brave.
They did, for 2 weeks. It was one of the boldest moves of the Cold War. A new leader, 𝗵𝗫, promised big changes and even said Hungary would leave the Soviet alliance.
Now I'm getting confused.
Okay, let's step back. During World War II, Hungary was invaded by Germany. But then the Soviet Union pushed the Germans out and didn't leave. Hungary ended up stuck under Soviet control.
And the people in Budapest didn't want that anymore. They wanted their country back.
Exactly. They lost many freedoms, like voting in real elections. And their economy was in trouble because of bad government decisions.
So now I see why the Hungarian people wanted the Soviet Union to leave.
But did they think the Soviet would just give up? That doesn't sound like something they'd do.
You're right, Caroline. The Soviets were not having it. On November 4th, they stormed back into Budapest with tanks and soldiers. Thousands were killed. 𝗁𝗁 was arrested and later executed.
That's terrible. Did anyone help Hungary?
The world watched, but no country stepped in. They were afraid it might start World War III.
And that brings us to today. The story of Budapest in 1956 feels a lot like what we see in the news in 2025.
Think about Ukraine, a smaller country trying to stay free. A powerful neighbor, Russia, invades. The world watches, people fight back, refugees flee.
And just like in 1956, a lot of that bravery comes from young people. In Iran, Hong Kong, and Belarus, students and young adults have led huge protests, even when it's dangerous.
They know it's risky, but they still try. That's real courage. And people notice, even if it takes time.
Exactly. Even if things don't change right away, standing up matters.
Budapest showed the world that people living under communism wanted freedom. It helped inspire later uprisings, and eventually in 1989, Hungary became free for real.
So when Billy Joel sings Budapest, he's not just naming a city. He's honoring a moment of hope, even in the face of tanks.
And it's a reminder that history doesn't stop. And even today, people all over the world are fighting for their voices to be heard. And now it's time for the joke of the day. Ready?
Let's do it.
What do you call a mad carrot?
What do you call a mad carrot?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't know.
A steamed vegetable.
That's actually pretty good, Caroline.
Thank you for tuning in to History Ignited, where we explore the true stories behind Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire.
Next time, we're jumping into another big moment that changed history, and you won't want to miss it. And remember,
teach kids history,
prevent repeats.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.